go, my baby.
Cheers! Welcome to the next waypoint. Welcome to this week's voyage to the waypoint of all waypoints. If you're new to the crew, let's get acquainted. I'm Yanni, first mate of our beautiful 320 Sundancer, and this is my captain in life and at sea, Scotty. The man who showed me there's nothing more rewarding than finding your soulmate and chasing the horizon together. We're setting sail on the trip of a lifetime, crossing the Atlantic to the stunning Bahamas, discovering uncharted waters, and meeting some truly amazing people along the way. You won't want to miss the highs, the lows, and everything in between, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to stay on course with us. It really helps us keep this journey going. Thanks for climbing on board, and let's dive into the adventure. Our journey started about 6 months ago, back when we didn't even know that people actually cross the Atlantic Ocean for fun. And the idea of the two of us navigating open water and plotting a course to a whole nother country felt completely ridiculous. And yet, here we are, seriously considering being co-captains and sailing across the ocean together. Never mind that, we can't even agree on whether the toilet paper should go over or under. And apparently we're ready to tackle on navigation, storms, and who knows what else. You know, you hear all those stories about life on the high seas, and somehow we're either completely unfazed or just naive, or maybe a combination of the two. But hey, if we can survive decorating a bathroom together, we can probably survive the Atlantic too, right? We loaded up the alley cat, gave our fur babies just a few extra kisses, and hit the road. After cruising 230 miles south, we finally rolled into sunny Fort Lauderdale. Arriving at Harbortown Marina, we launched the boat and made our way over to Bahia Mar Marina, which was the meeting spot for our group and the real start of this adventure. Let's go. We strolled on over to Beau's Beach for some much needed cocktails because let's face it, we were parched. It ended up being one of those perfect nights. Great weather, hardly a soul around, and the ocean in the background. Basically, the universe decided to throw us a welcome party. Pretty sure it was exactly the kind of evening we needed to kick off this trip, or maybe it was just the margaritas talking. Good morning, and we're off. We met up with a few other boaters at the Port Everglades Inlet, and just like that, we were off. The open water was calling, and the alley cat was more than ready to answer. Wow, that was truly a rough crossing, but we survived, and honestly, nothing prepares you for that ridiculous shade of blue in the Bahamas. It's one of those things you really have to see to believe. The second we spotted that vibrant turquoise water, every single bump, bounce, and "are we there yet, honey?" moment was instantly worth it. And we finally made it to our home away from home, at least for the next few days, the legendary Bimini Big Game Club. Once we survived the super exciting world of customs and immigration, we were officially free to go play tourist. So not long into our joyride around the island, we passed the Bimini submarine tours, which looked super cool, you know, if you're not claustrophobic or prone to mid-underwater panic. Definitely one for the brave and or the slightly crazy crowd. And here's the kicker. At the time, we had no idea we were literally just steps away from what used to be Ernest Hemingway's house, or at least whatever's left of it. Kind of wild to think all those epic stories were born right there, probably with a drink or two in hand. We hitched a ride with our fearless leader, Captain Ariel, as we set off in search of a golf cart. He's the one in white. He's also the creator behind the super popular YouTube channel Miami Living 305. When we rolled into Fisherman's Village, we couldn't help but notice how fancy the north end of the island is. I mean, the marina here is gorgeous. Calm waters, squeaky clean docks, and enough island charm to make you want to move in permanently. We spent a few minutes just looking around, soaking up all the vibes and pretending to be locals. Meanwhile, our trusty chariot was getting a well-deserved spa day. Remember, you're gonna go on the other side. Funny thing is, it's so easy to forget you're supposed to drive on the wrong side of the road here, but no worries, you get used to it pretty fast, especially with all the honking reminding you that you're not in Kansas anymore. Honestly, I felt like I was back home in Miami behind the wheel, just with a much nicer view and a lot less road rage. Pulled up to Resorts World and wow, this place is bougie. Like I might accidentally spend my entire paycheck just walking around bougie. It's super stunning, inviting, and packed with a bunch of really nice fancy restaurants that probably serve food I can't even pronounce. Definitely gives off that luxury island feel, but somehow still chill enough that you can rock your flip-flops and no one will judge. Hola, hola. And hola.
Hola. Listen to you, like you can speak Spanish.
Hola, mon.
So where are we, baby? Any air conditioning, yes.
Oh my God, air
But where are we?
Yes. Bimini Resorts World. We made it here finally after a 3-mile walk.
Yeah, we're actually...
Just kidding, we didn't walk here, but we almost did because we needed a golf cart. Yeah,
we get some drinks.
Yes.
Anyway, we're here.
I'm thirsty.
Thirsty? Cheers. So we get the next 10 spots.
To the next stop. Yeah.
Waist down.
So in true Scotty and Yanni fashion, we were thirsty again. I mean, come on. It's Bimini, it's hot, and vacation rules say hydration is key. We casually strolled up to the monkey business, the resort's adult-only infinity pool that's on the 5th floor. The views, next level, endless blue waters. The breeze, ocean fresh. The drinks, well, let's just say the cocktails were flowing because, again, vacation rules. Cheers. So driving through Bimini was really one of my most favorite parts of our trip because you really don't get to know Bimini until you explore it at ground level. I mean, forget the big highways. Here, it's all narrow roads, island time, and that salty breeze messing up your hair. Every single corner looks like a postcard. You've got your bright pastel homes, your hand-painted signs, and locals that are so friendly they just wave at you for no good reason. So here on Kings Highway, you'll find everything from roadside rum punches that really hit the spot to fresh conch salad that's made right in front of you. There's no franchises, no fast foods, just pure unfiltered island flavor. And the beach, well, it's really never more than just a block or two away. So you park your cart, you walk 5 minutes, and boom, you're swimming in that beautiful crystal clear water. Sure, it's not always smooth sailing, expect some bumps and maybe a chicken traffic jam, and yes, we did see that, but hey, it's all part of the charm. You're not just passing through Bimini, you're truly living it. So whether you're cruising to the beach, you're going to the bakery, or just wandering to see what happens, driving through Bimini is its own wild adventure. So slow down, soak it up, and let the island show off its magic.
I put for the rest.
3 days later, he pushes the button. Did you want to press the distress button?
Okay. One-time deal.
The distress
No, fuck
button?
that. One-time deal. And you think...
Good morning, Bimini. Yet another gorgeous morning here in Bimini. The sun is shining, the lines are untied, and Miss Alley Cat, well, she is itching to get going. But first, we had to swing by Bimini Cove to top off the tank and give Alley Cat the drink she was practically begging for. Let's just say she was real thirsty today. She drank like fuel was free and it was happy hour. Welcome to El Carro. Today's big adventure took us to South Bimini, specifically at the site of this sunken DC-3 plane. So rumor has it that this bad boy went down in 1982 after it ran out of fuel and it made a splash, landing less than a half mile from the airport runway, which you can see tucked away behind the trees there. It's a super cool spot, but let me tell you, the current that day was no joke. And as much as I love a good underwater escapade, I was not trying to star in my own personal personal Lost at Sea movie. Nope, not this girl, not today. Scotty, on the other hand, is built entirely different. I mean, this is the guy who casually drives a race car at 200 miles an hour for fun. So a raging ocean current is basically his version of a lazy river. He grabbed his mask and snorkel and dove in like some kind of action hero. Meanwhile, I stayed firmly planted on the boat, dry, happy, and fully committed to my role as a designated drink holder and professional cheerleader. Let's just say between the two of us, he's the daredevil and I'm more of the I'll keep my eye on the snacks honey type. Priorities, right? Next up on our Bimini bucket list, the SS Sapona. So this gigantic concrete shipwreck is chilling in about 15 feet of water off of South Bimini. And over the years, most of its hull has been munched away by the tide. So normally this spot is a magnet for fishing, snorkeling, and scuba diving. But let's be honest, that was not happening that day. I mean, did you see that current? It was moving faster than Scotty at the bar at last call. So yeah, we weren't about to turn this into an episode of Survivor Bimini Edition. Hard pass. We admired it from a very safe, very dry distance. Until next time. So cool to watch all the boats come in like in line. Look at everybody back there. So we made our way to the final stop of the day, Honeymoon Harbor Beach. It's the remote, jaw-dropping, gorgeous stretch of shoreline that you can only get to by boat, and the vibe is pure paradise. The current was ripping yet again. It was like the ocean had just downed 3 shots of espresso and was auditioning for the lead role in Fast and Furious Water Edition. I mean, we had to be super careful getting in. But even from the boat, the views were unreal. And get this, we were literally surrounded by nurse sharks and stingrays gliding like they were the VIPs at the underwater gala. Totally unbothered and totally chill. So I wasn't planning to share this next clip because honestly, it brings back some really terrifying memories for me, but I feel it's important to raise awareness about water safety. So just moments after this, Scotty got caught in a rip current. It all happened in the blink of an eye. Truly, 1 minute everything was calm and the next he was fighting for his life. It was without a doubt the scariest moment I've ever experienced and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Thankfully, a nearby boater saw what was happening and jumped into action. They pulled Scotty out of the water and brought him safely back on board. We are forever grateful for their quick thinking, awareness, and courage. Please take this as a serious reminder. Always respect the water. Wear the right safety gear, check the conditions before you go in, and never underestimate how powerful the ocean can be, even when it looks like paradise. Not even a near-death experience could slow my captain down. I mean, barely catching his breath after being rescued, Scotty grabbed the GoPro like it was a life raft and was already ready to jump back in. I mean, he went straight back to capturing underwater footage, proving once and for all that nothing, not even nearly getting swept out to sea, can stop a man who lives life at 200 miles an hour, whether it's behind the wheel or underwater. Wow, that was super exhausting. So after a full day of feeling like we were extras on Baywatch, minus the slow-mo running and perfect hair, we decided to go back to the marina. We needed to clean up, recharge, and pretend like we were fancy enough to go get dinner. We stumbled upon Ebby and Pat's, a true hidden gem in Bimini that totally lived up to the hype. They're known for their comfort foods like sweet plantains, cracked conch, and fresh lobster. I mean, this place is basically a Bahamian food party on a plate. It's a cozy little spot with a deck right on the water, perfect for pretending you're in a travel show while you chow down. No real fancy frills here, just good food, good vibes, and island hospitality so warm it might just give you a hug back. So if you want real Bahamian flavor without the tourist trap, this is your spot. Okay, don't be jealous of this background. Don't. Have you ever wondered about those giant piles of conch shells you see all over the island? So at first we thought someone was just going way too hard on their spring cleaning game, but it turns out locals have been tossing these empty conch shells into these spots for generations. And over time, they grow into these full-blown seafood graveyards. It's part of the culture, it's part of the cuisine, and honestly, it's kind of beautiful in its own salty, ocean chic kind of way.
Oh yeah.
We headed back to Resorts World to catch up with the group and wind down after a full day of adventuring. The guys, totally in their element, knee deep in conversations about boats and engines and whatever other boy stuff somehow turns into a 3-hour TED Talk. Meanwhile, I was just sitting back, soaking it all in, and secretly planning my next cocktail like it was a top secret mission. Priorities again, right? It is Friday night in the Bim Bim, baby. We made it to Big John's.
Yeah.
Let's see what this is about tonight.
I did. Sorry, Mama. No, baby, right here. Yes, my baby.
What are you looking for, Scotty?
Look at the Bimini submarine. Good morning. Buenos dias. Guess where we're at today? Another day in paradise. Actually, every day for us is paradise. It is. But we are still in the Bim Bim. Bimini still. Today's Saturday. It's our last day here, so we are gonna make the most of it today. This day it's a little bit windy, but listen, we are making the most of it while we're here. And the wind is not bothering us. It's not making us change our plans or any of that, so we are good. This is like a one-way or what? I would say go left. That's where Radio Beach is at. Correct. Wow. Watch the move. Oh, see, that's why he wants to bring everybody here. Welcome to Radio Beach. It's about 8 a.m. Nobody's here. I'm at the beach also. Oh my god, the sand feels amazing on my feet. Little engine that could. We purposely pulled over at this gorgeous little spot because honestly, it looked like the backdrop of one of those cheesy tropical dating shows. The palm trees were dancing in the breeze like they had their own playlist. The water was that ridiculous shade of blue you usually only see in Instagram filters, and for a second, time hit that snooze button. It's one of those places that make you forget the outside world even exists. Just you, the ocean, and probably a seagull in the background. Honestly, if someone had handed me a pina colada and a hammock, I'd still be there. We hit a few more beaches along the way, and somehow each one was showing off harder than the last, like the islands were holding a secret competition. Every time we thought, okay, this is the most gorgeous view, we'd turn a corner and get smacked in the face by even more ridiculous postcard perfect scenery. We decided we had had enough sightseeing for the day, so we headed back to the boat, put on our swimsuits, and hit the beach. What are we doing, Daddy? Making memories.
right. Come on, baby. No, we're making waypoints, baby.
Yes, we are.
Yo, my baby.
Cheers! Welcome to the next waypoint. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. That's A++. Ooh, that's good too. It matches my bathing suit. There he comes with the goodies. There he comes.
What you don't know is,
What you got there?
you don't know is that they make you climb the tree to get these fuckers down.
Are you kidding me? You had to climb the tree?
Yeah.
Oh my God, babe. We had a blast watching these cuties on the beach absolutely crush their TikTok dance routines. I mean, they had the choreography locked in, basically living their best island life. We got the scoop that the rest of the crew was kicking it on the north end of the island, so naturally we jumped in the golf cart and zoomed over like it was the Indy 500. And boy, are we glad we did. The party was popping, music blasting, drinks flowing like they were trying to refill the ocean, and vibes so good you'd think the island itself was throwing the bash. This, my friends, is island life. Great people, electric energy, and unforgettable moments.
You know, our last night.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next waypoint.
Yes. So we're here chilling at big game. We parked the boat.
Yeah.
Stayed for the last few days. It was our final night. Leaving early tomorrow, about 7 a.m. Then we went with my man Ariel and Ariel Jr. They actually came by us. We're going to eat at this restaurant. Pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're all here chilling.
It's literally at a marina. We didn't even know that.
We haven't even been here.
Was here,
We're here now. Ariel came, so we decided let's check it out. Which is cool as hell.
Good morning from our current waypoint. Today is Sunday. We're headed out of beautiful Bimini, Bahamas. Definitely be back to visit this beautiful island and the really amazing Bahamian people. But look at that sunrise, just about coming over those clouds. People are just getting started with their day as we begin our departure and crossing back over. We do have winds out from the east-southeast at about 15 knots, which should be a little intense, but that's okay because Miss Alley Cat took it like a champ. Looking forward to getting back home and getting back to my kitties. All right, you guys. We will see you on the other side. See you next time, Bim Bim. Alrighty folks, well, that's a wrap on our wild Bimini adventure. Thanks for tagging along, laughing with us, and maybe even learning a thing or two about how not to get swept away by a rip current. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, comment, and share the video so more people can experience a little piece of paradise with us. And if you want to keep up with our next adventure, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Until next time, keep your sunscreen handy and your cocktails closer. We'll catch you at the next waypoint.